Okay, this one's been in the pipeline for a while, and it's which programming language should I learn to code in? So basically, if you're just starting out and you don't know where to start or what programming language you should learn, this will hopefully give you a quick rough idea of where you should start and what you should learn and why you should learn it. Yeah, this is a common question for a lot of people. It's easy to look at the list of programming languages and get flustered not knowing where to start. I'm hopefully going to give an appropriate answer at the end of this video. First, what we can do is look at some popular programming languages with their advantages, disadvantages, and generic use cases. All of these programming languages you can easily find tutorials on, and they don't require any cost other than time. So the first one is C. Now C is a programming language near and dear to my heart because I program with C. Technically it's embedded C, so it's C but it's working with microcontrollers, and I use that basically every day. And then we do write seedling tests in C as well. So C is a language that is now 50 years old and is still one of the most widely used languages today. This is the programming language I use every day. It's best used in an embedded system, and it's used on embedded devices. It's also mostly used on Linux applications and things like that. Some of the advantages are it's fast, it's pretty small when compiled, and it doesn't take up much space. Same thing, and it's cross-platform for embedded devices and most devices, I should say. So yeah, C is part of the furniture in the programming world. It's the balls, it's the dog's balls, it's the bee's knees. It's something I recommend everyone should learn to start with because it's very difficult at the start, but once you get it, everything else is far easier. So next on the list we have Java. Now Java is an object-oriented language which was intended to be multi-purpose and used anywhere as long as the machine running Java has a Java virtual machine. First released in May 1995, and as such is older than me by 4 months. I never used Java, so I'm not in a position to talk confidently about it. However, I know it's one of the most popular programming languages used worldwide. Some of the benefits of Java are it can be run on any machine with a Java virtual machine. The syntax is similar to other languages, notably C and more notably C++. It's great for client-server web applications as well. So I got all that information from Google and so. C++ next. Okay, so C++ is like Java in the sense that it's an object-oriented language. C++ is one of the godfather programming languages along with C. C is very similar to C++ because it was developed to be an extension of C by its creator, Bjarne Stroustrup. I think that's right. First debuted in 1985, meaning it's 10 years older than me, which means it's 37. Holy fuck, I'm 27. I need to get a life. So maybe Jesus did walk on water because from my experience, I only ever used this language in a module in university where I managed to pass with flying colors. So maybe Jesus did walk on water because from my experience, miracles can happen. So some benefits of C++ are C++ is highly portable and is multi-device and multi-platform. As mentioned, it's an object-oriented language, making it great for larger projects to make it more easily maintainable, reusable and scalable. C++ gives the user complete memory control, which can be quite damaging, so beware. Next on the list, JavaScript. So this one's a bit different of an avenue from the other languages I've chosen to talk about. JavaScript is one of the 3 main programming languages any web developer should learn. The other two being CSS and HTML, although it's up for debate whether they are classed as programming languages. shots fired. As of 2022, 98% of, holy fuck, did I read that right? As of 2022, 98% of websites use JavaScript, and it's the language which, yeah, Lex Frieden thinks if we're living in a simulation, it's written in JavaScript. So yeah, finally some benefits of JavaScript. JavaScript can be integrated with other languages easily. It's one of the easiest to learn on this list. That's true. It's also executed on the client side to reduce bandwidth. There you go. Okay, so out of all of these, which is the artificial answer for which programming language you should learn to code in? There's one I haven't mentioned, and it's because this is the artificial answer, and that's Python. So Python is one of the easiest, if not the easiest, programming languages to learn. Python has great documentation and great support for different modules and packages. Python is multi-purpose and can be used across different devices, from an embedded environment to a desktop application. Python is the obvious choice for which programming language you should learn to code in first. However, that's not the real answer. The real answer is that, in my view, it depends on what project you're looking to do. So this is important because when learning to do something new, there are always roadblocks, and eventually you'll hit a roadblock and get pissed off and want to give up, like everyone does, including me. The project is what will encourage you to learn a new language, because that's the purpose behind it. So you're better thinking of something you want to do. I'll give you an example of a project that could be interesting. Let's say you want to do web development and you want to make a web page, but you don't know what the web page should be about. What you could do is make it, if you have a CV, convert the CV into a web page that you can use and interact with. That's something I tried to do whenever I was looking at learning HTML, CSS, and not so much JavaScript, but HTML and CSS. So there's a project for you. So pick a programming language which best suits your goal, project, purpose, and stick with that. If you want to make games out of all them, Python's maybe the easiest to get started with. Embedded applications, you're probably looking at C. JavaScript for websites and web applications. C++, I would say C++ for desktop applications, mainly on Linux, but you can use it on Windows as well. So there you go. That's which programming language you should learn to code in if you're just getting started. Artificial answer, Python. The real answer, it depends on what project you want to do. Pick a project and learn it via that avenue. So that's me, and that's the end of that. So alright, bye.